Hello everybody, this is Sofa Plays here. I am going to be doing a card review for the new cards from the Ashes of Outland from Hearthstone. I am super looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to reviewing the cards and giving you my opinion on how they are going to affect Arena and if they're going to be any good, what I think about them, and I'm going to be rating them 1 out of 5 stars. So for 1 star will be like angry chicken tier, so absolutely awful, and then 5 stars is going to be twin tyrant tier, so something I think is going to be absolutely insane. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to be doing 1 class at a time per video, so this video will be based on Druid cards and then the next videos will be for a different class. Anyway, let's get right to it. Let's go. Alrighty. So the first card we're going to look at is Bogbeam. It's a 3 mana card that is a common. It deals 3 damage to a minion, costs 0 if you have at least 7 mana crystals. I think it's okay. The reason I'm iffy about it is because it's 3 mana to deal 3 damage to a minion. It's very low par, especially if you compare it to cards like Wrath, Frostbolt, all the other type of removal other classes have. Priest, 2 mana, deal 3 damage, lifesteal. I think it's pretty poor. The reason it probably costs quite a bit because obviously it costs 0 mana once you have 7 mana crystals. However, because it's just deal 3 damage, I don't know, I think even having that effect afterwards still seems pretty bad. I guess it allows you to play your big cards when you get to a certain mana length, but I don't know, it's just, I really dislike this card. I think it's honestly, I think it's a free. Now Druids do have decent removal in Arena. Like they have their swipes, they have their rafts, they have the starfalls, they have bees. Like they don't have a lack of removal. I think if I was to have this offered alongside any other card, I'm probably going to go for the other card. That's why to me it's just a free, because at the end of the day it's still removal, but it's not as good as it could be. Alright. The next card we have is Overgrowth. So it's a 4 mana common again. Gain 2 empty mana crystals. So obviously we're rating this from an arena standpoint. I can imagine ladder this would be a bit crazier. I think for this card in arena it's slow. We don't really care about ramping up in arena. Like anything that gains you mana crystals has never really impacted us. If you were to play this on turn 4 in arena, I would consider that instant lose, because on turn 4 you want to be playing minions. You don't want to be ramping up mana crystals. That is not really what arena is about. It's about having the board, getting ahead and making sure you do not lose out on that control. So I think personally this is 1 star for arena. I don't think it's going to be any good, and if anyone plays this against me then I would hopefully punish them. You know, I could be wrong, but in an arena format I think this card is pretty dire. So alrighty, so we got another card. It's a 5 mana epic, Glowfly Swarm. Summon a 2/2 Glowfly for each spell in your hands. And that's a Glowfly. It's a beast. Thought I'd put that out there. In arena again, you don't really. I guess Druid can have quite a few spells in arena, but they're not really that likely. At best, this is probably going to be like 5 mana, summon maybe 2 glowflies, which I think would be absolutely awful. So I want to give it the benefit of the doubt because I know some people will probably try to make this work, but obviously it's very situational. And again, you're very likely to miss out in late game as well, because a lot of the times, unless you have really decent card draw in your deck, you're probably going to be playing this card and then obviously not have any glow flies, which would be quite unfortunate. I think again this is a I don't want to say, I don't want to give Druid another 1 star, but I really don't like this card. I think obviously in ranked again it's a different scenario, but in arena it's too situational. The likelihood of you having lots of spells is very limited, and again if you draw this late game it's probably going to be pretty awful. Yeah, it's definitely not a card I would be looking for really. So just going to move on to the next one. Okay, so the next card we have is Ironbark, so it's a 2-mana rare. Nice. So give a minion +1/+3 and taunts. Cost 0 if you have at least 7 mana crystals. I can get behind this. I don't mind that actually. So it's... Sorry for the pause. It's just I'm trying to think in what circumstances could be great, because obviously Druid have another buff, don't they? Whereas 2 mana give a minion +2/+2, and even that doesn't see that much play. This on the other hand probably will end up in the same bin as the other one. Like, I think if I was to see a removal spell or maybe just a minion with decent stats, I would probably pick them over this. But it's not necessarily bad. I don't see how this could be that bad, because obviously giving a minion +3 attack is good enough, and obviously you're giving them that 1 attack as well. I think it's alright. I think it could be quite insane early game as well. I think right now arena is quite aggro orientated. Well, it's either aggro or control, but I think this helps you ease off some of that damage you're potentially going to face against more of the aggro type of decks. I'm a bit torn. I think I'm just going to give it a 3-star rating. I think it's quite average. I don't think it's out there. Obviously it costs 0 mana if you have at least 7 mana crystals as well. Again, I don't know. I'm just like really finicky with a card like this. I don't know how good it's going to be until they actually come out, so I'll say it's a bit mediocre. Alrighty, so we've also got this card. Right. So Germination. That sounds kind of gross. So it's a 5 mana. 5 mana? Where did I get 5 mana from? Sorry, people. It's a 4 mana rare. Summon a copy of a friendly minion. Give the copy taunt. See, don't Mage have a card like this and it never sees play? Like, ever? And we avoid that card with every fibre of our being, really. I don't like it. I think it's slow. I don't think I like it. It's not awful. Like, I think you could have some good cards potentially to use it on. Mind drawing a blank here. I don't know. I think, well, we can, yeah. I don't like it. It's not like it's a runes. I think it's a 2-star for me. I think obviously if you can pull it off, then it could be game changing, especially if you have a target that is actually worth using this on. That would be awesome. Like, even if you used it on a 5/5, then you have two 5/5s. One of them only costing 4 mana, the 5/5 probably only cost 5 mana. It's okay. Obviously, you want to use it on a bigger card, but again, I think by the time you play big cards, I think the outcome of the game is very laid out. So, I don't know. I think it's 2 stars. I don't want to say it's absolutely awful, because there's a very good chance it could actually become insane, and I may just be incorrect. You never know. But I'm just going to give that 2 stars. Let's leave that be. Alrighty, so we have a legendary. So, do I even pronounce that name? Ysiel Windsinger? I do apologise to anyone who's watching this. It's a 9 mana 5/5. Your spells cost 1, so this is a legendary. The thing is, in Arena, stats are super important. And again, with my comments about that 5 mana card earlier, you are not going to get a lot of cards in. Oh gosh, I can't say it. So you're not going to get a lot of spells in Arena, and I think this is just pretty bad. You're basically paying for a 9 mana 5/5, potentially play a swipe for 1 mana. I think it's pretty awful. I'm going to give this 1 star in Arena. Obviously in ranked it would be insane, but this is not a ranked review, so Okey Doke. So this is the type of card that I'm absolutely petrified of. So it's a epic, thank God. It's a 7 mana 7/7 Marsh Hydra. So it has Rush. So it's basically a War Golem with Rush. Already scared because Devil's Saw was decent enough to be at least 8 mana before you can expect it. But after this minion attacks, it adds a random 8 cost minion to your hand. So not only does it have Rush, it gives your opponent a curve. Like, it gives them an 8 mana card to play with. And I think that is crazy. And a lot of the 8 mana cards that people are probably going to get off this is probably Tyrants, maybe that 8 mana dragon. There's a lot of 8 mana dragons actually. There's so many, like Ironbark. Oh my gosh, Druid. Druid got the cake with this card. I think it's really strong. Even if they just slammed it down and didn't even like attack with it. No, I think they would have to attack with it. It's just insane. I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I don't know how you would counter something like this. You just have to pray that they didn't get anything good put into their hands, which obviously is going to be very unlikely. Let's move on before I get well scared. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, so the next card is a 2 mana spell. It's called Fungal Fortunes. Nice. And you get to draw 3 cards, discard any minions drawn. So it's like Scepters. It's the 2 mana mage spell that draws cards but discards any spells. However, reversed. I hope I got the name right for the last one. I'm gonna give this 1 star because in Arena your card, the reason being, you're mostly going to have minions in your deck. You're not going to have a lot of spells. Also, please say hi to my cat. She's come here to sabotage my recording, as she does. Yeah, I don't think I need to give any further explanation. I don't particularly like this card, really. I think it's something I would really try to avoid. I like the little art style though. That is really cute. That's the first one that's really like jumped out at me. I think that is absolutely adorable. Just him like picking up like all the perfect little fungal things. Oh, it's so cute. Anyway. Alrighty. So the next card is a 3-mana Freefall Taunt, liking this already, and Death Rattle Shuffle Mishi Fin Prime into your deck. I actually think that's adorable. I don't know, I like it. It's, first of all, solid stats. 3-mana Freefall, perfection. I like a 3-mana Freefall. And it has a Death Rattle, so it does something. This is like really good for a 3-mana Freefall. I'm just going to have a look at what card it gives you. Now, according to this, it gives you this 10 mana cards, and it's a choose one taunt. So you can either summon a 9/9 fungi giant with taunt or rush. Okay, so the cards is 10 mana, summon 2 9/9s, 2 of which will have taunt. Only one will have taunt and the other one will have rush. Like, it's slow because you have to make it to 10 mana, but with the way Arena is at the moment, that's not actually a particularly hard thing to do. I give this is easily 5 stars, I think. Like, the stats on them are just really good. I don't think you could complain about the card. It may be a little bit slow, but I don't think it's I think it's really solid. I don't think there would be any issues at all picking this in Arena. I think it has a great death rattle. And I believe this is the last card. So this is a 3-mana 3/3. Imprisons Satyr even? Okay, so he's dormant for 2 turns. When this awakens, reduce the cost of a minion in your hand by 5. Okay, this is the issue I have with these cards that are dormant for 2 turns. I think they're dormant on your turn and then on your opponent's turn, and then you're able to play them the next turn. It's just, I like having a body there. I guess if you're ahead, it's fine, but I don't like the fact of not having that body there ready. So your opponent can be distracted by it, where they have to consider whether to trade into it, or I don't know. I just don't like having a body. But at least it's active when you start your turn, so I guess that's fine. Reduces a random minion in your hand by 5. I guess that could be really good, especially with some of the really heavy cards Druid can get. Oh, just imagine those 2-mana Draconids now. Oh gosh. I think it's okay. I think it's a bit slow. I'm not really a fan of the dormant even, or dormant. Oh gosh. I'm not a fan of the dormant text, but as long as you can play it on your turn, then that's absolutely fine. I'll give it a 3-star. I think it's pretty solid. It's not awful. It's not bad per se, but it's not good either. It's kind of just in the middle. I think, yeah, I think it's okay. I think Druid may have got a bit robbed by this expansion, just a little bit. They do have a couple of broken cards, but well, probably by standard wise they have quite a few actually, but in Arena I think Druid are going to be just fine, but I don't think they're going to be the one to watch. Anyway, that sums it up for the Druid cards. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Bye!